What if I told you that this April, the Social Security Administration is sending out checks worth up to $5,181 every single month, and most people have absolutely no idea they could be leaving thousands of dollars on the table? Friend, whether you're already retired or getting close, what you're about to learn in the next few minutes could genuinely change how you think about your financial future. This isn't a gimmick or a government secret, it's real, it's happening right now, and you deserve to know every detail. So go ahead, settle in, and make sure you hit that subscribe button because we share this kind of honest, life-changing information every single week. And when we're done, I'd love for you to drop a comment below telling me what your biggest Social Security question is, because your voice truly matters here. Now, before we go any further, let me be completely honest with you, the way I always am, because you deserve nothing less than the full truth. That $5,181 figure is absolutely real. It is the official maximum monthly Social Security retirement benefit for 2026, confirmed directly by the Social Security Administration. But here's the part that the flashy headlines and clickbait articles conveniently leave out: only a very specific, very small group of Americans will ever see that number land in their bank account. And understanding exactly who qualifies, why most people don't, and what you can realistically do about your own situation, that's where the real gold is buried. So let's dig in together, nice and easy, one piece at a time. Let's start with a little bit of history, because I think it helps everything make more sense. Social Security was signed into law back in 1935 by President Franklin D. Roosevelt, during one of the hardest economic periods this country has ever faced. The Great Depression had shattered the financial security of millions of families, and older Americans were among the most vulnerable. Roosevelt's vision was simple but powerful: a safety net, a foundation, something that working Americans could count on after a lifetime of contributing to this country. Nearly a century later, that promise still stands. And for tens of millions of retirees today, that monthly check isn't just a number, it's rent, groceries, medicine, and peace of mind, all rolled into one. So when we hear a figure like $5,181 a month, it's natural to perk up. That's over $62,000 a year, not bad by any measure. But here's what you really need to understand: reaching that maximum benefit isn't something that happens by accident. It's the result of a very specific combination of choices, circumstances, and decades of hard work. There are three conditions that must all be met simultaneously, and if even one of them is missing from your history, that maximum amount simply isn't in the cards. Let me walk you through each one, because knowing them puts you in a far stronger position, no matter where you are in your retirement journey. The first condition is about timing, and it's probably the most powerful lever any of us can pull when it comes to Social Security. To qualify for that $5,181 maximum, you must have waited until age 70 to claim your benefits. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking: 70. That feels like a long time to wait. And honestly, that's a fair reaction. But here's the thing: for every year you delay claiming your Social Security benefits past your full retirement age, your monthly check grows by approximately 8%. That's a guaranteed, inflation-resistant raise, year after year, just for being patient. No stock market needed. No financial advisor required. Just waiting. By the time you reach 70, those delayed credits have stacked up beautifully, and the result is that maximum possible payment. It's a strategy that rewards patience in a very real, very tangible way. The second condition is about earnings, and this one is where the conversation gets a little more selective. To reach that $5,181 figure, a person must have earned at or above Social Security's taxable maximum, what's often called the tax cap, for at least 35 years of their working life. Now, what does that mean exactly? Each year, the Social Security Administration sets a cap on the amount of income that's subject to Social Security taxes. In 2025, for example, that cap sits at $176,100. Earning at or above that level, consistently, for 35 years, that's the kind of income history we're talking about. Doctors, engineers, senior executives, long-tenured professionals in high-demand fields, these are the folks most likely to have that kind of earnings record. If that doesn't describe your career path, please don't feel discouraged for even a second. The vast majority of hardworking Americans are in exactly the same boat, and we're going to talk about what your realistic picture looks like very shortly. The third condition ties closely to the second: you must have a minimum of 35 years of covered employment. Social Security calculates your benefit by averaging your highest 35 years of earnings. If you have fewer than 35 years on record, those missing years are counted as zeros, which naturally pulls your average, and your benefit, down. This is why starting work early, staying consistently employed, and paying into the system over a long career makes such a meaningful difference in your final benefit amount. Every year of work you add, especially if it replaces an earlier year of lower earnings or a zero, has the potential to nudge your benefit upward. Now, let's talk about something that's on a lot of people's minds right now, the April 2026 payment schedule, because I've been getting so many questions about this, and I want to make sure everyone has the clearest possible picture. Social Security payments in April are not all sent on the same day. They're distributed across the month in waves, based on your birthday, and knowing your date can help you plan ahead so you're never caught off guard. If you receive supplemental security income, what most people call SSI, or if you receive both SSI and regular Social Security retirement benefits, your payment arrived on April 1st. That's always the first to go out. If your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th of any month, your April payment went out on April 8th. If your birthday falls between the 11th and the 20th, your payment date was April 15th. And if your birthday lands anywhere from the 21st through the 31st, April 22nd is your payment date. Simple, predictable, and consistent, which is exactly the kind of reliability you should be able to count on. Now here is the part of this conversation that I genuinely believe matters most, and I say that with real sincerity, because I've seen how much unnecessary worry this topic causes good, hardworking people. The average monthly Social Security benefit for a retired worker in 2026 is approximately $2,071. That's the real number for most Americans. Not $5,181. $2,071. And you know what? That number represents a real life, built on real work, and it deserves to be treated with dignity and respect, not dressed up or inflated by misleading headlines. For those who retire at their full retirement age, which is now 67 for anyone born in 1960 or later, the maximum possible benefit is $4,018 per month. That's still a meaningful, substantial amount of money, and it reflects a lifetime of serious earning. For those who choose to claim early, at age 62, the maximum drops to $2,831. Early claiming gives you access to your money sooner, but it comes with a permanent reduction. Benefits claimed at 62 can be reduced by as much as 30% compared to waiting until full retirement age. That's a trade-off that deserves careful thought, ideally with the help of a trusted financial advisor or directly through your local Social Security office. What I really want you to take away from all of this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, is that knowledge is your greatest asset. The Social Security system is complex, and it was designed in a time when most people didn't have easy access to the kind of clear, straightforward explanations we're sharing right now. For too long, too many seniors have felt confused, overwhelmed, or even taken advantage of when it comes to their retirement benefits. And that's simply not right. You've worked hard. You've contributed. You've earned the right to understand exactly what you're entitled to and exactly how the system works. Whether your monthly benefit is $900 or $4,000, understanding the rules, the payment dates, the qualifying conditions, the impact of when you claim, gives you the power to make smarter decisions, plan more confidently, and feel more secure about your financial future. And that security isn't just a number in a bank account. It's peace of mind at the dinner table. It's less stress when a surprise bill arrives. It's the quiet confidence of knowing that you understand your own situation clearly. As we wrap up this part of our conversation, I want you to hold on to a few key truths. The $5,181 maximum is real but rare, the average benefit is closer to $2,071, and your payment date in April, and every month, is determined by your birthday. These aren't just facts. They're tools you can use, share with a friend or family member, and build upon as you continue to take charge of your retirement story. And speaking of building on what you've learned, we're just getting to the best part.